Trying to give your pet a funny, unique name can be quite a challenge. It seems that originality and creativity are slowly going the way of the buffalo, and the same old names keep getting used over and over again. While it may be hard to pick funny pet names out for your pet, it's not impossible. There are a lot of helpful resources available to you to help you pick an amusing name for your furry friends. One of the richest resources for finding funny pet names is Hollywood. Movies are chock full of cool and amusing characters with fun and amusing names to go with them. Pick out a few of your favorite funny movies and watch them to try to get some inspiration. Tons of people have a favorite fictional character they idolize in some way, shape or form. Giving your pet one of these types of names will not only be original, but has the potential to be hilarious as well. Another great resource you have at your disposal is the World Wide Web. The internet has an almost unlimited supply of information on just about anything you can imagine. There are tons of sites you can visit online that have tons of information about funny pet names. What makes these sites so amazing is all the in-depth information they contain about each of the names they have on their list. You can actually find out the origin of where the name came from, some variations of the name, alternate spellings, as well as the actual meaning of the name. With there being so many websites that contain this type of information, you need to set aside at least an hour or more to actually just sit down and view these sites. There's one important thing you need to consider when picking out a name for your pets. Don't pick a novelty name to try and be funny if it is really vulgar. All you'll do is embarrass yourself when you're calling for your pet in public. If you want to avoid being embarrassed, then stay away from using vulgar names. If it isn't something you would say in front of your mother, you probably shouldn't use it. Another great source for finding funny pet names is to call your pet a name that typically is used for another type of animal. For example, calling a fish Snuggles. Snuggles is primarily used for a dog or a cat, not for a fish, because you can't snuggle or cuddle with a fish. This would be like naming a dog Tiger. These can be extremely funny and are sure to get a chuckle out of just about anybody. If you're still lacking inspiration for finding funny pet names, perhaps you should just hang out with your new pet for a few days and get to know his or her personality. Each and every animal in the world has a different personality. No two cats are alike, and neither are two dogs. Take a few days to play with your pet and get to see what he likes to do and his attitude. This is a great source of inspiration. Naming your pet can be difficult, but it is still fun. Just remember to pick a simple name for your pet and to not use a vulgar name for him or her either. It's important to remember that your dog will be stuck with this name for as long as he lives, and so will you, so try to make it a good one right from the start.